Well, hello everybody. It is I, Slim, with more Dead by Daylight, and this might look very weird, and I'm hands-free right now, and you might notice I might be covering something, because for some reason, my game just did not want to record my microphone. My whole setup. So, here we are. I'm gonna just voice over commentary because I'm not re-recording all of this. I just spent 2 hours recording and I'm not... No, and then I wanted to record more on top of this. So I had to bum rush back and do this. So if I seem a little frazzled, that's why. What's currently happening right now, because I have to talk about it, is I'm currently rolling dice because it's Chaos Shuffle right now. Chaos Shuffle is honestly one of my favorite game modes. And it really, I just love the randomness of it all. And in honor of the randomness, what I ended up doing was I had D20s that I ended up rolling around. And based on those rolls, we got add-ons, we got items, we got all that. We picked our character like that. We had two very, very, very intense games. The first one was going to be a Meg Thomas game. Just going to get right into it. I'm not... The great and wonderful thing about doing this is that we can just skip ahead. So we can skip all the filler. But if you like what you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe. But we're going to skip right through the filler right now. We're going to get right to it. I will say an interesting thing that I did want to note was when I was setting this up, I ended up shuffling out what my daily ritual was. And I happened to get a Meg Thomas, quest in and of itself, too, which was pretty cool. So, let's keep on going, shall we? I'm really sorry, by the way. Technology is the worst thing in the world. And I don't know what to say. But, yep, we're starting off strong. We got our 4 perks. We're ending up running with Iron Will, Blood Pact. We got Buckle Up, if I move to it, there we go, and Adrenaline. And I wasn't sure at first, but yeah, there's our Wolfman himself. So early game, I'm rushing a generator. My ideal goal was completing my kind of objectives, so I was trying to see if I couldn't disturb crows as well as kind of pull people off hooks. This was a rough game for pulling people off hooks. But so we're starting easy. And so we saw that, I think I saw early on, yeah, so he gets chased here. Good old Adam Francis. Well, I'm just sitting here working on my generator. Don't come near me. I swear to God. Yeah, and then he takes a hit here, so that kind of makes me go, ah. I'm not a fan of doing the whole voiceover shenanigans, but if this is something you guys actually genuinely like, we could try this out a little bit more too. Where it's just me voicing over, my actual playthrough of stuff. So yeah, he's right on me. What's up? I'm out. I don't want to lead him towards other people, because then I'm just making problems for everybody, so I think I just... Right. We could love a good dodge. Love a good pull down. Keep it running, not going upstairs. I don't want him to just start picking people off. We're going really deep with it. I don't know where I'm going. They were working on that, but I guess not right then. I turn this corner. Yeah, he's still following me. There's nothing for me. I try to go down here to at least hop this, but no. He just straight bite in the butt. And at this point, I kept screaming, "Buckle up," thinking "Buckle up" would save me, even though "Buckle up" has nothing to do with me shaking out. Yeah, I even started trying to read things, and I'm like, do I know what I'm talking about? Do I actually know what I'm talking about? I don't know. But the dice have picked this. RNG has chosen our build. I'm just sitting here marinating. I'm glad they got at least a generator done here. So I'm just getting my pull-ups in. You know me, getting my exercise done. He thought about saving me. Then he just pulled up, and that did not make anything better. But yeah, eventually, she's coming over. So that's good. I'm chilling. I'm getting my heal right here, so that's great. And then she comes over to even sweeten the pot. Which is all well and good. We love bats. Bats is either really good or really bad. And that's bad. Especially over there. Because, it looks very shacky. I'm not positive at this point if it is a shack at this point, but you know. Looks very shacky. It's the shack. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, is he gonna go bat form and like come up this way? So do a little run, do a little. Beautifully done, masterfully played. That was not even intending to try and like throw him off and think someone was already running back in there, but that wasted his time, and that was exactly what we wanted. So now, at this point, I'm kind of just doing my laps around. I need to get my crows. I need to count my crows. And then I hear a wolf, and I'm like, And at this point, I see that he's off the hook, and I'm like, oh wait, he has deliverance. No, it's not him who has deliverance. Someone else does, but it's not him. But I guess Michaela went down and got him at that point. I don't know. Either way, we getting our laps in. We're doing our rounds. I'm like, alright, so where are you? Bats. Bats. So then I'm seeing that at least he's being chased, so I'm like, okay, I can be a little more aggressive. I can run around. I can go mess with the crows a little bit more. And it was at this point I was like, wait, why am I like... I feel like I'm still exhausted. I totally forgot Languid Touch was a thing. And I've been seeing Languid Touch the whole game, but I just forgot about it. Is it a problem? No, not really. Until adrenaline kicks in. Then it's a problem. Did that. That's good. I'm thinking about trying to save him. But then I'm like, okay, he swapped over to a wolf, so I might be okay to like go run around the corner and just start messing with this, because I don't want these regressing way too much. Plus, I'm not really sure what perks he has. And then I'm seeing this, and I'm like, no. No, you're not flying over here. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, I'm good. I can keep working on this. There's no problem. I don't know why she's doing a totem, but she's doing a totem. And you pick the window I'm next to. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Tried to go for the one jump through. I was thinking about running that way and then went, it's the killer shack. Let's not. So then I'm like, okay, we're chilling. I'm just gonna sit here. Start healing myself. And then Septic Touch happened. And that was like, oh, so I can't heal myself fully. Well, I'm gonna just sit here and keep going, you know, just, no. Try to heal up. We're almost there. It wasn't even gonna be enough, even if I wanted it to be. Yeah, and then I just start missing right off the bat, and that was weird. And then good old waiting on the hook time. And then I get pulled off immediately. And then I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself, so I'm gonna follow you. And at this point, I'm like, listen, I'm done or done right now. It's either he runs his butt over here or not. And yeah, that's a wrap. But then he did the not so nice thing of also coming over to you too. So I'm sorry about that. You didn't deserve that. Yeah. Yeah. And then I tried recovering there, but it was just no use. I was gonna get pinned up like a pin-up girl. Oh well. The dice hath spoken. Well, that was that game. I didn't even get an opportunity to pip. But we swapped around. We tried seeing where everybody was at. He never made it. He had good perks, though. I saw eventually he did get himself off. He had her perk. Yeah, and then there was her. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit here, because I'm sitting here in prayer. Double me. So the other person just killed themselves and just died. I'm kind of hoping that he at least has some kind of an idea of where this girl is here. Her walking around versus him, well, in Bat is either good or bad for her. In Wolf, he's trying to find that hatch 100%. Skip ahead of it. And then this happens. Hold on. Wait, we gotta get my face for this. No indication of, like, any reason to be going for this. She doesn't have any perks relating to totems, period, or anything, but just like, you know? I don't know. Because then on top of that, you just gave yourself away and made a noise. Girly. Girly. And then she just crouches. So what I respected immensely was the rock. The rock threw him off. But then she should have ran. Not much that can be done there. And that was GG. So that was the Survivor game. For this next game, though, this next game is going to be rough, and I really wish we had the audio recording of me for this, because it's bad. But yeah, now we're just looking at all the perks and whatnot. Everyone had a pretty good setup. The septic touch, barbecue and chili was what did us in the end, I think. But yeah, so now I choose to switch over to the next one, but I think I take us through some extra jargon we don't need to see yet, because then I'm like, all right, I did this, yeah, wow, wow. It's kind of funny reflecting on yourself. But then we get to Killer, and remember, I'm doing our little dicey shenanigans. I was so sad. I rolled a 4. And I was stuck playing the nurse. When you can hear images, yeah, I was not happy about it. But the dice ruleth, the dice saith, and frankly, this was the worst game to get my worst killer. It really was. Let's skip ahead a bit into it. But just so you see, Pocket Watch, Wooden Horse, and I think it's like the bone for Macmillan Estate. Yeah, spoiler alert, I don't get Macmillan Estate. So let's get to the beginning of this. And I'm pointing out, like, the speed of Nurse is the worst. I do decide to go into the Blood Shrine of Secrets, and get Overcome from Jonah, just because I have no plans of leveling him up right now. So, Overcome's nice too. It's a good skill to have. Alright. Enough beating around the bush. Can we get, like, to the beginning of this? Like, can it not start in the middle? God, I hate videos. Hey, wait, you're watching one right now too. It's like Videoception. Alright. But it's all about the game and how you play it, if it wasn't spoiled enough already as is. Remember this face that you see below you. That smile will fade very quickly. So listen, blinking around with the nurse is one thing. Blinking up and down's another thing. So it's like, okay, right, I just can't play nurse. Focus on my generators. That's the biggest thing I was trying to do, is just like, alright, focus on my generators, focus on my generators. But then they're also just running everywhere. And, like, these guys are just super aggressive. I'm like, alright. I mean, I guess it's one way to get better. Just take quick slices at people, smack generators, and be done with it, right? I'm like, okay, we got it down. We're chilling, right? And then I hear that. And then I go, yeah, it's one of these teams, and I just can't. No. We're getting right into it. Lore facts about me. As you can see, when I'm concentrating, my tongue just flies all out of my mouth. Why? I don't know. It just does. I go back to get her again, and I'm like, alright, I'm fed up with this. This girl needs to stop. I'm going to at least cut her up once before I go pick up the other girl and put her back up. So at this point, if you haven't figured out what's going on, they're trolling the heck out of me. And this is, again, the worst killer for this to happen on. So now I'm, like, micromanaging. I'm like, alright, I did my one swipe. Now I'm going to go pin him up. But I can't pin him up while they're working on that thing. So now it's all of them in here trying to block me. At this point, I hear that drop. I'm like, okay, I need to just tunnel. Like, how do you beat a troll as you troll, right? Good blink. Okay, seriously, man, keep it in your mouth. I'm so sorry I do that. But seriously, these trolls, I was not having it. And I'm like immediately, okay, I heard that go down. Let's go to the next one. I can't with these trolls. I'm like, I don't know which way to go next. I need to go somewhere not too far, but not too close. There we go. Good move. Ignore her. Well, no, she's going to go down there. Bang out the Jenny, because that's what needs to be done. Again, right? Nurse is not my strongest by any means necessary. I didn't have my second blink there. And then all three of them are right there. I'm like, okay, let's get a double. Can I get a double down? Sure. And this is the one I'm trying to tunnel, so we're going to put this one up. And notice, too, and this is why I'm saying, like, this is a serious case of trolling. Look at them go for these generators. They're not going for any generators whatsoever. I can hear them all. I can hear her struggling. At this point, I don't even care if she jumps off at this point. They're all just swarming and being annoying as heck. So now we'll take whatever I can get. I'm like breathing heavy, shaking. I am dialed in at this point. I'm like, yeah, I'll walk through that. Yeah, I'll be bold. I can hear him. That's fine. You knocked a pallet on me. What's that going to do? Cool, I'll pick you up. Why did you do that? I don't know. I'm like, at this point, I've wasted way too much time on him, and I decide that I think this is where I'm like, I'm just going to drop her, and I'm not going to pick her up. Because she's going to immediately escape the second I do. Don't care about her anymore. So we're going to try to go for this king. I almost get this double, but let me tell you, judging distances with Nurse is the most difficult thing. But we will persevere. I'm going to keep going. He's going to go for the... I'm like, oh, you were in the locker. Okay. Because remember, I'm not good with Nurse in the slightest. I'm like, alright, clear that out. They're going to pick her up. She's up. I'm like, can I just waste my blink? Again, the whole blinking thing is just foreign to me. I see her go in there. I see you get out. Slap you with my swinging dinger. Scythe? Scythe, that's what it's called. Not my swinger dinger. Okay, we're back to it, right? So at this point, I'm like, okay, they're not really going for generators, but I'm still at least going to be on the lookout because that is primary objective. At this point, I realized I had a totem, and I didn't realize what it was for. So, totally not even thinking. We are laser focused. We are out to get these guys, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I have to make a decision about who to get. She's a more higher value target because she's already been hit once, so I can pin her back up if need be. Just to make sure there's no one in the corner. Make her really think I'm on her. Slap that generator because I still care about my objectives. And then we're back to it. I see the scratch marks. I'm like, okay. So what do we got? I hear the generator work. And I saw that noise notification. Tongue of flying again. That threw me off. Because that should have... I heard the damage tick. And then at this point, I'm like, no. Objectives. Objectives. Not worth my time. So right now, I'm just back to guarding my generators, listening for those high-value targets. Anyone that I can just pin up and just get out of this game is going to help me so much in the long run. Seriously, when you have to fight a troll, you got to act like a troll. I still don't get Blink, how it affects walls and stuff. And I think, like, I just get so fed up with Blink at this point, I'm just like... Do I keep the chase up? Oh, I do keep the chase up. Yeah, no, that's when I'm like, nope. Listen, you gotta know when to just stop sometimes. This was promising, because I was like, hey, I have some mode of direction now of where to go. Oh, hi, you. Oh, hi, you, who I want to go put back up on a hook and get out of this game. Come back here. I need you. My heart's in the right place for these teleports, at least. It really is. So I try to go around. I can hear them running around me like madmen. And immediately I'm just like, okay, where can I pin her? Because she needs to go, like, now. And then I'm like, hey, there. No, I think at that point I'm just like, well, there's no hooks around, so let's down more people. And honestly, this was a game I was okay to play, because I had 3 of them, and one of them wasn't going to be able to do 4 generators in the time it would take for me to get all of them down. Just the safety lunge. Get her back down immediately. Hers is reset, and now I can pick her back up. Hey, the hook's back! Hey, you're down! I can't hook while you're there, so I'm gonna do that. And I still hang you anyways. Chef's kiss, she's gone. I have 2 more bodies to hang up. I'm definitely gonna be able to get her up if I go up this way, so I do. And I'm gonna try to go back down, but also that's my last person. And if I could get the last person, then this would be a lot easier. Listen, sometimes you just gotta cancel out of it. Make a choice, and that's my choice. I should have gone for the person who... Take that. Should have honestly gone for the person who, was already hurt, and I could have just downed, but I guess I tunnel visioned her. I'm like, I can hear him running around. I'm just gonna get him down. I think I'm gonna end up losing her. I don't think I'm gonna make this one. But I'm like, alright. Listen, expected, so I'm gonna go for the other guy instead, who I just also downed. Can hear him, can't see him. And she's still working on him, so literally, you're in a perfect position for me to just go, nope, not enough. And then I do that, like, absolute grind, and then come back on this. That was a perfect sweep. I can hear her by me still, but I'm still gonna do the pin. I should have tried to go around, but I literally was just going for whatever I saw. She got stuck. I got effed going down there. Because again, right, vertical, horizontal, vertical's a whole nother level of this that I don't like. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm reset. I don't know where they are. I need to just stick to my generators and figure this out. And then I see them. And then I down him. And then I down her. So at this point, right, pin her back up. She's done. Nope, she's not done yet. She's still got one more. But I think his goose might be cooked. Like, trying to decide what the right hook to put him on is, and it ends up being this one. Yep. There we go. Still got two more. They just got unleashed here. So I could come up here. They're upstairs. So I'm gonna go up. Force her to take a hit. Follow them down. Hear them, see them. Go for it. That was sneaky. I didn't realize that's what had happened. And then at that point, I am relieved. The game is had. The game is won. Let me tell you, for me playing a game and playing a character that I'm just not good with in the slightest, the gods of the dice were with me on this one and told me I just needed to do it. I just needed to stick with it, follow the path, and look at this. But then I accidentally blink. And this is how I don't have a hat right now. It was the worst way to go about. It was the worst way to have that. It was the worst way to end it. But let me tell you, my nurse was definitely pretty good at that point. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked what you were watching, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But until next time, this has been VoiceOver Slim for Slim, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.